Oh man, I cannot believe it just went live like that. Thank you, YouTube, for not giving me any kind of warning or notice whatsoever. Oh my God. Here we go. Rafe, what's up, man? How's it going, bro? Alpha Will, hope you guys are doing good, man. About to check out this new Tom Clancy game that is definitely either a Division spinoff or it's doing something with the Division. If you've seen some of the leaked footage of it so far, it definitely is using assets from the Division 1. Yeah, Snakes, it's a reveal for a Ubisoft game today. Now I'm hearing it in my head. Let me go oh no, not one of these. They gotta be kidding me with this, man. They gotta stop doing this, bro. Let me turn this down a little bit. They have got to stop with this foolishness of where they start a countdown to start a countdown. I mean, who how many times we gonna see this before people realize this is not what people want? People hear that you're doing an event and it's starting at a certain time. They want to actually see it at the time that you do it. You got a countdown for that time period, and then you decide to do another countdown. It's wild, man. And what's up, Rafe? Rafe says, I hope they did something better than Division 2. Well, you know, like, I certainly hope so as well, man. Like, I enjoyed Division 2, not as much as I enjoyed Division 1. But I am hoping that whatever they do is better. It's definitely a first-person shooter. So it's not a third-person cover shooter like the Division 1 and 2 were. And I'm also hoping that it's kind of free to play, if you think about it. With Division Heartland and with this game that has some kind of Division assets to it, it's like that's not people who enjoy the Division. They want to play the Division, and them taking other kind of games like the Division Heartland is essentially kind of like a scavengers PvE VP kind of game, and they're taking that and they just basically put a Division makeover over it. I mean, like, that's, if you into that kind of game, cool, but that's not what the Division is. And so I think them trying to take the IP of it and then put it on every single genre that's out there. I mean, what's gonna be next? A Division XCOM game? You know, it's just like them doing that isn't really what I'm here for. It's not really what a lot of Division players are here for. But maybe that's the point with them. Maybe they don't care about what Division players want, because Division players abandoned Division 2, so they're looking for a whole new demographic to make some money off of this IP. But yeah, and I definitely listen to Rafe. Rafe says hit the like button. Y'all do hit the like button, man. I really appreciate that. Snake says he'll be back in 25. No problem, bro. Yeah, I love the Division 1 as well. I actually have 102 days of game time in the Division 1. No lie. I saw that on my Xbox profile last week and really started to wonder about my life choices. Oh man, hope you guys having a great day though. I know it's a Monday, so Mondays kind of suck, but it is what it is. I might even actually, decide, since I got 26 minutes to wait here, of actually doing something else in the meantime. Or we can just discuss, you know, the topics that's been going on in gaming right now. A lot of people have been definitely discussing and talking about difficulties in gaming. There's been a whole massive discussion on that. about reviewers reviewing games on easy. What the heck was that? You know, I'm actually starting to look at like some of the imagery we have here with this countdown. And initially I saw some Division kind of stuff, but now I'm looking at some of this other stuff that I don't know where any of this is coming from. Do any of y'all recognize this mask here? Like, what is that about? Okay, so here's the idea, right? Here's the idea. What if this Division game is, and by the way, let me know if y'all can hear me good. If the music needs to be turned down, then you let me know. I'll take care of it. Blue, what's up, Blue? How's it going? Steam Deck. Yeah, Snakes, we can talk about Steam Deck. I'll get to that in a minute. Blue, you are definitely BlackSlap. I said BlackSlap. Backslap approved. Hope you're having a good morning, Blue. So real quick, what if this game is like set into the Tom Clancy universe? What if like all of the Tom Clancy games are somehow interconnected, kind of like the MCU, but the Tom Clancy universe, whatever, right? And they are taking influences, characters, or motive, like parts of all of the Tom Clancy games. So let's say they have it set in post-apocalyptic New York in the Division, which is clearly what we saw from the footage. That is, music's a tad high. Okay, I can turn that down a bit. Let me go into here. Okay, hope I fixed that there. Turn that music down a little bit. Right. Yeah, I don't. Well, even, you know what? Here's the weird, wild thing is that even if I turn down the music, if they can hear a little bit of it, they still might hit me with a copyright. But I don't care. You know, I don't really do this stuff for the money anyway. I do this for just the enjoyment. You know, being able to talk with people and just talk about, you know, the hobby that I enjoy. But what if this game is like a combination of like Rainbow Six Siege, like in those operators, a combination of Ghost Recon and the Ghost and those characters in the Division universe, where you have the Division and maybe even Division agents, or maybe some of the villains from the Division way up here, and just kind of be like a big PvP free-to-play conglomerate of all of that stuff. And that's what they're trying to do. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if that's what this is. But it's really like kind of like an easy way for them to kind of get something out, considering they're reusing old assets. Like if they got what they showed with some of the footage, and maybe I should go try to find that real quick. I'll try to find the footage that was already shown. But if they can go ahead and use assets from Snowdrop Engine, which was used to power the Division, and then, I mean, you already have stuff that's already there, you're just reusing stuff that you already created, that really cuts down on game development. And that could really end up being what people are looking forward to, if it turns out to be good. Now, whether it's going to be good or not, I have no idea. I'm probably going to lean on the side of not really, but all right. So what I'm going to do real quick is pull up. Give me a moment. I'm going to pull up whoops. Don't do that. Here we go. So this is the gameplay that I was talking about. So if you look at this gameplay, and you know, look, the resolution, it is what it is, right? It's off of Twitter, so video quality is never that great. But you can definitely tell this is New York. And real quick, I'm gonna pause it when it gets to the part I'm talking about how I knew it was using the Division. So you see right here where it says it has Sarah. Right here, Sarah is in the Division universe. Sarah was like a FEMA kind of government organization that came in to try to stop the pandemic from just basically destroying the world like it did. They definitely failed, but it is what it is. But seeing this and knowing that this is New York let me know for certain that this was exactly, something that was influenced by the Division, or at least using Division assets. Of course, the Division isn't a first-person shooter, so the gameplay is definitely different, and I do have to kind of say the gunplay looks solid. Like, it doesn't look bad. It looks like the aim down sights is pretty snappy. You definitely have some abilities here, it looks like. So maybe they're using Division tech for that, or using Division tech as the basis behind that, or the foundation of it. But I mean, we'll see what happens. Just wanted to show that real quick because I thought that was at least would give us a taste of what to expect with this. Why did it go black? Fix it. There we go. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying here. Turn down mute. Okay, all right. Got that. Well, I originally thought Division 1 was a survival game. I was so hyped and let down when I started Division 1, but really love it. Yo, Snakes, did you ever play Division Survival? I still kind of play that. I'm actually trying to get the last achievement on Xbox, which is to extract 100 caches out of the Dark Zone through Division Survival, which is completely different and much harder to do than just extracting caches out of the regular Dark Zone. Rafe says he won't lie, he's very interested in this. Cool. Yeah, I'm interested to the degree that I'm a Division fan, but I'm also like, I would much rather have another Division game. But if it's free to play, I would definitely play it and check it out. Stardust, what's up, bro? What's going on, man? I need to go ahead and tweet this out. I completely forgot to do that. Let me go find the link here. Have a lot of people to play with in the survival mode. Oh, you do? What's up, Rodimus? What's up, Stardust? What's going on, guys? I do. This imagery is really strange. Like, I keep seeing, like, I don't know what's going on with this stuff, but good afternoon, you too, Rodimus. Hope you're having a good day, bro. Send this tweet out real quick. And by the way, if you don't mind, please tweet the stream out as well. Really appreciate that. But no, one of you guys wanted me to talk about Steam Deck real quick, and so my thoughts on Steam Deck. I've said this on DPS, which was last Thursday on Forte's channel. I said it then, but that was before pre-orders went live, and so to give you guys an update, if you didn't watch Scumcast, then yeah. So this is what I ended up pre-ordering the game. I said the game. This the unit, the handheld, the hybrid, whatever you want to call it. I pre-ordered it. Pre-ordered the 256 gig version of that. That is the one with 256 gigs. It doesn't come with the cradle, of course, but I think it does come with a carrying case. But regardless, I pre-ordered that. I should be getting mine, it said, in Q1 of 2022. Hey, Ryan says he's here for the intervention because someone was supposed to be on vacation. Let me clarify. I go on vacation tomorrow, so I'll be on vacation tomorrow until next Sunday, or maybe I may think I might be coming home Saturday night. I think I gotta double check, but I'll be on vacation for that time period, so you won't see me until then. What is up? Yo, that's what's up, bro. David Gaines in the house, man. What's up, man? Appreciate you subbing to the channel. Hope you enjoy, bro. I said I was gonna be playing the game, and then I remembered that the stream was gonna go live. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and then, you know, do a live reaction to this Tom Clancy game that, you know, I think I've played probably every Tom Clancy game there is, and then I'll go finally play some Scarlet Nexus and go live on Twitch after the fact. So I've been kind of pulling a little double duty on both sides of my platforms I support until gotta do a little something, considering I won't be, you know, doing anything for the rest of the week once I go on vacation. But yeah, David, really appreciate that, bro. Hope you having a good one, man. And great conversation, by the way, that we had on his Twitter space a little while earlier. So, yo, if you guys haven't done so already, follow David's YouTube channel, Strictly Gaming. Follow his Twitter account. He goes live frequently just to kind of discuss topics that are relevant in the gaming community. And I love to, you know, just most of the time just kind of listen in to see what people talking about. Today I decided to jump in and, you know, give my perspective on stuff. But yeah, it was pretty awesome, man. Definitely check that out. I was supposed to be tweeting this out. I need to stop running my mouth, or maybe I did not stop running my mouth. Let me just go ahead and get this tweet out real quick. Let's see here. What am I typing here? Going live. This Ubisoft. Tom Clancy. Oh man, I can't spell Tom Clancy today. It's terrible. Game reveal. Come on through. But yeah, about the Steam Deck. So the Steam Deck, I did a pre-order for one, and yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it. I look at it like, and I know I was really critical of the Switch OLED still only being 720p. I'll explain why I was critical of that, as well as why I decided to get a Steam Deck. And so here are the reasons. I was critical of the OLED, the Steam Switch OLED still being 720p. One, because the previous Switch models are still 720p, and also, like, you're not doing any real improvements to a platform that you've already had out there for 4 years already. This is not going on 4 years. You gave the minimalist of upgrades, and people who want to enjoy your platform are still looking for an achievement, a trophy system, Bluetooth, the ability to communicate with other people on their friends list. There's just so many, like better online. There's so many things that people are looking forward to. And I look at Steam Deck, and I see the Steam Deck, and I can do all the things that I wanted with a Switch, and then some. I got my Steam library, which, you know, if I decide to go on vacation, like let's say, for example, I'm going on vacation tomorrow. I'm going on vacation. If I had the Steam Deck already, I could take that with me, and the games that I'm playing right now on Steam, I'll still be able to play them. Game Pass games, you can play those games. There are in Steam, there are Xbox exclusive games, PlayStation first party games, Xbox first party and PlayStation first party games, and I can turn that Steam Deck into an emulator and play Switch games at a higher fidelity and better frame rates. So, like, what's not to like here? Yeah, it's still a 720p screen. It's an LCD screen. I also kind of blame Nintendo for that, if you think about it, because if Nintendo had actually did more with their Switch before now, if they had a better screen or even had better hardware where the games actually were playing at 720p for the majority of the time, because the majority of the time there aren't. And if that was the case, that I could see Valve actually doing more on the screen front to make sure the screen was better. But up until recently, they only just recently announced the OLED screen. Valve had already been putting all the work in on the Steam Deck they did the minimal in that area because they knew it was either on par with what Nintendo was doing, and then they were better in everything else. So I will say a couple of downsides here. Okay, so one, I already mentioned the screen resolution. The buttons on that thing, I don't know. Like those buttons, the 4 buttons on the right side, they look too close together, and I don't like how the furthest right button looks like it's almost coming off the thing. Like, I think that's problematic. Although people who actually got a chance to test it said it felt good. Okay, that remains to be seen to me. But we'll see. Let's see what some of you guys are saying here. Are you pissed at the direction Ubisoft is going in, SloMo? Because I show the hell am. Okay, Snakes. Let's discuss that for a moment. Yeah, I don't like the direction Ubisoft is going in. I saw that they were saying we were going to go away from this format where everything is like an open world, completely cluttered map nonsense thing, and we're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to have all our games so samey. But then instead of giving their developers the creative freedom, and I know for a fact they haven't done that, I can't talk about the people who have told me this, but I've spoken to Ubisoft developers, multiple ones, who've told me that this is the case, that they are extremely talented people who work at these Ubisoft studios, and they don't, like, their biggest hindrance isn't technology, isn't being able to deliver the kind of experience that they want to deliver. It's the upper management. It's their leadership. Their leadership basically not really caring about the creative process, not caring about making great games, but just really trying to chase trends and trying to make as much money as possible. And of course, you're a business. Of course, you want to make as much money as possible. But they don't care about making good games whatsoever. And that's the unfortunate side of things. This is why we see what we see when great games get overshadowed or no longer supported, when the hardcore gaming community is begging for another Splinter Cell. They want to see Sam Fisher again. And what do? You get a Sam Fisher cameo in Ghost Recon. You get Sam Fisher in a mobile game. Look, you're more likely to get a Sam Fisher blow up doll than you're going to get of another Splinter Cell game, and that's the unfortunate truth of the matter. I don't really expect a Division 3. They clearly, based upon how they waited to the last second to finally announce any kind of new content for Division 2, that they weren't really intending on doing it. It wasn't until they saw that enough people were like, yo, where's this Division 2 content at? They said, oh, okay, well, we'll get a skeleton crew from Massive Entertainment, get one of our co-development studios together, we'll get you something by the end of the year. And it's just like, what is that? But you can make 2 full spin-offs based off of it? It's crazy. Let's see here. What's up, Vaccine? What's up, Dayron Cola? How's it going on? What's up, Def Floyd? Rodimus says the biggest concerns I have with the Steam Deck is game optimization for the device, history of Steam supporting their device is true, and letting the community get the direction of the device. Okay, so let's tackle some of that. So, game optimization for a device. I do think, well, from the way they have spoken, developers won't have to do anything. But in order for you to really enjoy that, I think for developers not to have to do anything, you're really going to need to be getting either the middle option for Steam Deck or the top option. And essentially those are the ones that come with the NVMe SSD. Because otherwise, like, I can't really see with the storage of that lower model you getting the same kind of experience. Now, that said, the hardware is RDNA 2 GPU, Zen 2 CPU. It's more advanced, it's more powerful than what you get with the Switch. It's on par with a base model PlayStation 4. So although you're not going to get like the great gains that you get from PC gaming as far as ridiculous frame rates and ultra settings, high resolutions, you're still going to get more than what you get out of any other handheld. So there's that. What's up, David, man? How's it going? let's see here. You said history of Steam supporting devices. That's true. You got the Steam controller, which was so abysmal that they gave it away for like $1 or something like that to get rid of their inventory on it last year. That was a bomb. The Stream Machine was a bomb, but I think the Stream Machine wasn't. I'll say about those two devices, and those came out, a little bit further ago. I don't think I don't think their approach to selling those pieces of hardware was very smart to begin with. I look at this a little differently. Here's why. Valve's a little bit more focused on how, when they come out with hardware, hitting a particular demographic in a certain way. I think the Valve Index, which is their more latest hardware they came out with, the Valve Index is apparently the most powerful VR you can get. That's one. And for those who've used it, it's very good. And it's sold out pre-orders, and as far as I know, even though it's $1,000, I'm never going to touch that thing. I'm sorry, I don't care about VR. I definitely don't care about playing VR for $1,000. But everyone says it's amazing. So there's a successful hardware launch that they have of a product that's good. I think companies grow, they get better, at doing certain things that are a little bit out of their wheelhouse. Valve has always been about software. Having a successful storefront doesn't mean you know how to successfully launch hardware. But I think that just because of their past failure doesn't mean that this current one can't be a success. And in regards to the community and the given direction of the device, the community is going to do with it whatever they want. If they want to throw off Steam OS and put on Windows 11, Windows 10, they're going to do that. If they want to turn that whole device into something completely different than they want, that's the freedom of an open platform. It essentially is a handheld, portable PC that will allow people to do that. And then you also got the other side of it of there's some exclusive games that maybe some console gamers may have wanted to try on PC, but they were not comfortable or did not want to spend the kind of money to build their own PC or buy a pre-built for over $1,000. But here's an option to play those games, and then you can still connect the USB-C or this display port or HDMI 2.0 to your TV or monitor, and then throw it up on the big screen. So that you got those kind of options. Let's see. Stink says, yeah, pretty damn annoying. I missed at least some games being strictly story focused with beautiful worlds and characters. And yeah, it's smokes. That's it. They can't find a way to monetize Splinter Cell, which is the reason why they just won't make a Splinter Cell, which is, I think, is just like, even EA isn't this bad with this kind of stuff. EA publishes the games. I forgot the guy name of the studio, but the guy that everyone likes. He's hilarious. He came out with A Way Out. He came out with It Takes Two. Like, they publish those games. And he loves working with EA, and those games have been, of course, multiplayer experiences, but they're not like rife with microtransactions or Ultimate Team, whatever kind of stuff the EA normally goes with. Yeah, they still have that stuff in Madden and FIFA, but at least I can't believe I'm actually defending EA right now. At least they have the wherewithal to publish like smaller titles and give people different experiences. Ubisoft doesn't seem to care about any of that stuff. That stuff's freaking annoying, man. I just can't take it. Like it's Ubisoft's gotta do better, bro. They just gotta do better. But no, yeah, I pre-ordered the Steam Deck. We got a long way to go before it comes out, and of course, more information will come out in the meantime. I think that a lot of people are talking about having to dual boot Windows 10 with the Steam OS in order to get to those your Game Pass games. I don't think you're going to have to do that. I know that Xbox has been in contact with Valve about some stuff. I think this is probably it. I think they're probably going to have a Game Pass app on Steam OS that will allow you to access those games. Now, whether it's you're playing them through xCloud or being able to install them directly on your device the way you would with the Xbox app on PC remains to be seen. But I think that's something that you can definitely see being announced anytime between now and December when the first units go live. K Asante's in the house. How's it going, brother? How's it going, man? I hope you're doing your best to keep Everborn in check. You know, your homie be the homie be tripping sometimes, bro. But looks like we're about to get live with this here. About to get things going in a few seconds. Rhyme says, been a world where we live in, world where Apple and Nintendo lock down systems lead market, not because of the freedom, but what they tell the consumer what they want you to do. That's true. And that's also why Nintendo, even though the Steam Deck, I think, is good competition for the Nintendo Switch, it's not going to change anything. Nintendo is still going to sell out of the Switch OLED. They're still going to be winning NPDs. Nothing is going to change on that front. Nintendo is still going to be Nintendo and still going to make a ton of money and keep selling hardware and selling the most software and you know, per IP over anyone else. But you know, I still think Steam Deck has an opportunity to do something about that. So see what we got here.
We're excited to share a first look at a project we're developing at Ubisoft San Francisco. This is our take on a multiplayer first-person shooter.
We need to get you in early and find out what you think.
Our goal is to make a best-in-class shooter for you, the players, to compete
and have fun with your friends.
It's fast-paced firefights
meets punk rock mosh pit.
We're proud to introduce our new game,
Tom Clancy's XDEFIANT.
Huh?
Your feedback is essential to help us make this game great.
What is that
Later
name?
in this video, we'll tell you how to get involved.
But first, we'll get into the action.
This is a free-to-play, high-octane shooter combining realistic gunplay with personalized classes.
Those classes are represented in our game as factions, each bringing unique gameplay and team dynamics. Every faction comes equipped with traits, abilities, and an ultra to complement your playstyle and the faction's role. Used skillfully, each faction is capable of swinging the momentum of a match. Our factions are at the heart of the game. They're inspired by maverick groups from across Tom Clancy's games and beyond. From this inspiration, we created new characters and gameplay unique to our shooter. And will continue to add to this diverse cast as the game evolves.
Arad, Ubisoft,
Now,
Apex Legends.
define
That
your
makes
role.
sense.
We
Yeah.
know to be a great shooter, the gunplay has to be our top priority.
Mm-hmm.
We have an ever-growing arsenal of authentic weapons and attachments. We put a lot of care into how our weapons look and feel.
All those
We've
guns
crafted
are
every
literally
attachment for
the same
precise,
as that guns from the
satisfying
Division
gunplay.
1 and 2. I'm not lying. Literally, those are the exact same guns.
Players can mix and match any faction and weapon loadout. You can swap at respawn to adapt to a changing battlefield. Personalize your faction and loadout to be what you need when you need it.
And I can't stress this hard enough. We are a shooter first.
And your abilities and ultras create unique opportunities to set up nail-biting shootouts and unforgettable clutch plays.
They have abilities and ultras.
Personalizing classes, guns, and gear in a fast-paced fight is a whole new experience in Tom Clancy gaming.
Okay, so like the
We're
map
super stoked by
design,
what we've accomplished
you could
so
say it's
far.
Apex
couldn't
Legends,
be
but
more
the
proud of our
foundation of Apex
incredible
Legends
team.
is a battle royale. This
We want
doesn't
to
look
personally
battle
thank
royale at
everyone
all.
that's
This
worked
looks
so
like
hard during the pandemic
arena
to keep
shooter.
the momentum going on this game.
We understand that it's been even harder for some of you. We hope that we can build a community that's a place where people can connect and have fun.
And we're committed to creating
my
a
mouse out of the
welcoming
way.
game
Whoops,
based
my
on
bad.
fair play and transparency, whether you're playing casually or pushing yourself competitively.
Now, the game's still in early development, but we're gearing up to let you in as soon as possible. So register right now to participate in our early rollout phases.
Thank you so much for watching. We really want your input, so please reach out to us on social media.
That's it? That's all you're going to show us? First test starts August 5th. That's all we got?
Y'all, you just got the first look at Tom Clancy's XDefiant. Players anywhere in the world right now can head to playxdefiant.com to sign up for a
This
chance
coming from
to
a
play
publisher
early,
who couldn't
and
balance
PC
the Dark
players
Zone
in
and
the US
Division.
Canada can
Right,
start playing as early as
it's kind of
August
true,
5th.
man.
But until then, we got some more details on the game. I'm joined by two very special guests, Kim Weigand, producer on Tom Clancy's XDefiant. Kim, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
And Mark Rubin, executive producer on the game. Mark, thanks so much for
So
joining us.
let me do a poll for you guys real quick.
So I want to get into things. I want to get into
So
some
my
of the
poll
details.
question
Because
is
this is a
gonna be,
new look for
what
Tom Clancy. Can you tell us a little bit more
Are
about
you
this direction?
guys going to play
Yeah,
Defiant?
so we wanted to make a game that had at its core
And I can't type,
a
so
strong
that's why the poll ain't
expectation
up
of
yet.
quality around gameplay. So movement, aiming, shooting, etc. All needed to feel grounded and realistic, but also smooth and reactive. And we felt that
Okay, poll
that
is up.
matched up really well with
Lady
the
Foxfire in the
Clancy
house.
universe.
What's up?
But
Some label is it
we wanted
Overwatch
to
mixed with
bring a
Rainbow
very
Six?
different take.
I would
on
say
the attitude
Overwatch
that
mixed
is, I would
with the
say,
Division
normally
and less
associated with
Rainbow
Clancy.
Six. What's up, Slackrow as
And
well?
I think you can
What
even
I
see
saw,
that in our title.
and I know a lot of us initially thought, based off of the abilities and based off of the gunplay, Apex Legends, I do get a vibe from the actual gunplay. Like, it feels like Apex Legends to me. But
So tell us a little bit
when
about
you
what
look at
kind
the
of
map
game
size
XDefiant
and
is.
the
At
map
its core,
design and the
XDefiant
abilities and
is
having
a really
ultras, as they say, which is
fast-paced arena
ultimates or
shooter
whatever,
with a
or your
reasonably
super,
fast
whatever
time
you
to
want to
kill.
call it, right?
It should be very
That's very
familiar
much
to all
Overwatch,
players in
and the
genre.
guns, they
And so
literally
you can,
are
you know,
using
jump in
used
quickly,
assets from the Division.
alone or with
You're using
friends.
used assets
You can
within
go into it
Snowdrop
with a very
Engine. The
competitive
guns they
mindset
showed,
and,
I'm not
really
joking at
test
all.
yourself
Anyone
on
who's
that
played the
front.
Division,
You know, one
those
of the
guns
number
are
one
literally
things
the
that I
exact
wanna,
same
to
guns
say about
that you
the team
use in
and
the
game is
Division
that,
game. To a T,
we're just
like
here
literally
really to
nothing
make a
different
game
about
that
those
people
guns.
enjoy playing. And that's it, really. It's
The
literally that
abilities,
simple.
some of them are
The
similar.
beginning
Like
of
the
this
one time the
game's
guy
life,
had like a shield,
to
and
be
it was
very
like a little
humble
energy
and
shield, but
focus
that
on
looks like the
being
ballistic
transparent
shield in
with
the
our
Division as
community,
well.
and
But
have them be
definitely
involved
Ultimates
in
or
evolving
Supers,
the
very
game.
much an Overwatch
I don't
vibe
think
with
we
that.
want to have any features
Snake says,
or
Slomo,
parts
since you're a
of the
PC
game
guy,
that
how
we
do you
won't
feel
talk
about
about
PC
with
FIFA
our
only
community.
being last
And
version?
there's no, well,
I
maybe
think
the
that
next game will have those improvements, as we want this game to last for years. We are
I
not
think
going to
EA
abandon it and go off
is
to make
trying
another
to
game
find a
after this
way
launches.
to monetize
We want to be dedicated to our
spending,
community.
getting
We'll make some
PC
mistakes,
gamers to spend more
but
the
we
way they
hope
get
the
console
community will
gamers to
trust
spend
us
more,
enough
but they know the
to
PC
know that we
community
will
ain't about
always
that
own
life.
up to those, and we will
So they,
always
instead of
work to
actually
fix them as
giving
fast as
them
possible.
the
Because,
next
again,
gen
at the end
version
of
of
the
a
day,
game, they're
we
just
just
gonna
wanna
give them the
build a game
last gen
and a
version
community,
because
that people
you know.
really want to be a part of.
That's great to hear, Mark.
they don't want to deal with the complaints.
Now, I
So
wanna
it
get
is
a
what it
little bit
is.
into
Plus,
gameplay,
it's a
specifically
FIFA, so
that
it's an
video we just
annual
saw.
game,
Kim, we
and
gotta look at some
those
factions that are
developers
coming
have
to the game. Can you tell us a
eight-month
little bit more about
cycles
them?
in order to get those games
I
out,
can.
and they probably
So our
said, let's
factions
cut
are
this in order to
class-based
be make
gameplay,
sure that
and
we
have
get
4
it out on
factions that
time,
we're
which
showing off
is something
currently.
else I don't
The
really
first is
agree
the
with,
Wolves
but it is
from
what
Ghost
it is.
Recon.
So
This
looking
is
at the
our
poll,
tank
looks like
class, so they have higher health
the
than the other
majority of you
factions,
guys
and they
are
have
split
abilities that are
between
shield
yes
based.
at
We also have
41%
2
and
factions
maybe
from the
need to see
Division. The
more
first
at
is the Cleaners, our
41%.
fire-based high
Um,
DPS assault class,
I'm
and
gonna
we have
keep
the
it a buck.
Outcast, which is our
It's
healing
free.
faction. And finally, we have the
So-
Echelon, which is from Splinter Cell. It's our
And
support
I
faction.
love jumping
They're
into
all about
betas and
hiding
trying stuff
information from
out.
the enemies
So
and
I
giving
think
more
I'm going to
information
go
to the
ahead
teammates.
and
Now, our
sign up
factions
for
have
the
some key
playtest.
elements. They have passive
Because
traits,
I sign
they
up,
have an
usually
ultra,
sign up for
and they have the freedom
playtests
to
all the
choose
time.
from a number of different
So
abilities that will change the
I'm good for that.
moment-to-moment gameplay. So on
What
top
about you
of all
guys? You
this,
guys going
we
to jump
also
into this
have
playtest?
Defiants, which are the characters that you can select within those factions. And every Defiant has a set
Yeah,
of
yes to
skins, so you
that.
can really customize what your character looks like
I'm
when you
registering
play.
right now, by the way.
Now,
So
all of these, your
give me a
Defiants,
second. I'll
your
look back at the
faction,
chat in
your
a moment.
abilities, your
I
loadouts,
just
all of that can be
gotta
adjusted and
verify
changed
my
when you
email.
respawn in our game.
Okay.
So you are not committed to a loadout as soon as you go into a match. You can change it pretty much
No,
every
I do
time you
not play
respawn.
FIFA. I do
Now,
not
this
play.
adds a lot of
I
depth
will
to our
freely
gameplay,
admit that. So it doesn't
but
really
I
affect
should
me
mention
whatsoever
that
what they're doing
gunplay
with
is
FIFA.
still
Although I
the
don't
key.
like it.
That is what will make or break the win or loss for
But
your
I don't
match.
like what they're doing with it.
And I
For
think the
those who
final
do
note
have FIFA,
is
do
we're going to
enjoy
continue to add to
FIFA.
this
That's
roster
not
of
cool for them,
factions,
and they play on
Defiants,
PC. That's not
abilities,
cool.
loadouts, and we really want to hear from you all, the people
Dre
who are going to play
Watson,
our
what's up,
game,
man? Dre
what you
says
want to
he's going to
see.
play it.
Oh,
Okay.
Kim, that's so great to hear. That's awesome.
But look,
Mark,
if you
I
look at
wanna
this
ask you
map,
now, tell
it
us
looks
a
like a
little bit about the different
Western
maps and modes
saloon
coming
or
to
like a
XDefiant.
Western, like a set for like a Western saloon. This
I can
map
give you some
is way
details
too
too.
small to be like
But
an
let me
Apex
first
Legends kind of
talk
map.
about the
Apex
maps
Legends, if you
because
play Apex
I
Legends,
love what our team's
it's like
done. I
Fortnite,
really
but it's a
love our
first-person
maps.
shooter,
Not,
and the
you know, not
gunplay
only
is
do
way
they
better.
play really
So
well, but each map is interesting.
it's
and
very
full of character.
it's huge.
They
It's a
are
big,
all
big map.
really
You know, you're
unique
flying
and
in,
beautiful
you drop
locations.
down in a
And I
certain
think this is an
area,
area
and
where
then
our
the
snowdrop
the
engine
the circle
really
starts to
shines.
close on you. I don't think
And
any
as
of
we
that's going
start
on in
seeing
here.
all
They
of
do
the
have a
maps for
game
launch
that's
and
like that
beyond,
though, but
I
like I
think
said,
you'll
it's
see
like
that we're pulling
scavengers. The
inspiration
Division
from
Heartland
many
will have
different
those
games,
elements in it. The
pretty
Division
much in the same
Heartland
way
will
we
have a
did with
battle
our
royale
factions.
kind of feel to it.
Now
There's
for
a
some
mode specifically
details,
for that
in the
in the
upcoming
Division
closed test,
Heartland,
we're going to
but this
have
isn't
10
it.
maps available.
XDefiant is
That will be
not
divided
going to do
into
that. It
7
seems.
standard arena maps and 3 linear maps. And then for
Ooh,
modes,
okay, hacky
we'll
sacks
have
it. I'll
3
definitely
different
try it because
modes
it's
for
free.
arena maps.
Hyperscape was free, and I
That's
tried that.
domination,
Hopefully, it's not
ring
terribly
leader, and
balanced like
upload.
that. I
And
agree
then
with
for
that
the linear
100%. I
maps,
think
we have 2
Hyperscape was
modes,
awful.
escort and zone
I
control.
tried it, did
So
like a
we
few
wanted our
maps,
first modes to be very
matches with it. I
familiar
couldn't
to
get with
people,
it.
but
I was like,
also
nah,
show that we
fam,
can
this is
play
not
with
for me.
formulas. And so we picked these modes to give players, a variety of gameplay styles. So we have a mode for people who
Oh,
like
I think so. Talking about
objectives. We have a
Apex
mode
abilities
for
being
people
simple.
who
That
like
is true.
a
Apex does
TDM
have those
style of
abilities
play.
as well.
We have a
That
mode
you
for
know, the
people who
supers,
want a
the
more
multiple
competitive,
abilities
higher
actually
risk
that you
style
can
of
you can
play.
use per character.
As
So
well
that
as
is
the
true as
2
well.
linear
Yeah.
modes for people who like a more progression style
Dominique says I
of
missed
gameplay.
the old Tom Clancy
And
games
it's,
like
it's our
Vegas
hope
1 and
that
2.
at
Bro,
launch there will be a good amount of variety in both maps
Dominic,
and modes. And we plan on
we ain't
bringing
never
new
gonna have
maps and
them
modes
games
on
back
a
again,
regular
bro.
basis throughout the life.
And replicant, yes. If you play Valorant,
That's
Valorant's
awesome.
only
Yo,
on
I love
PC,
everything
but
I'm
that
hearing.
could
You
very
got
much could
plenty of
very much be
diversity,
that kind of
factions,
feel with
maps,
Valorant.
modes,
Valorant
all
has
anchored
you
by
know
good
extensive
gunplay. That's
abilities,
what I love to hear.
first person shooter.
Can you tell us a little bit about the team?
Their
that's making
arenas
the
are
game?
very different. I mean, very
course,
similar
I
to what they
love talking
showed.
about our
Yeah,
development
they definitely could be going
So
with a
we are
Valorant
led by
vibe.
the Ubisoft
And
San Francisco
Ubisoft
studio. Mark and I
has
both work in
so
that
many
studio,
studios
and we
under
have a
them.
team with
Each
just
one of their games are
incredibly diverse
typically
backgrounds and
being
experiences
developed
in
by
game
like
development.
4 or 5
Now, we've built this team
development
of
teams,
industry veterans, and they
one
have a
main
lot of
developer, and
experience
then
in
like
making
3 or 4
first-person
smaller
shooters.
ones. They can
But on
spin
top
up
of
a
that,
game
we
really
have a
quickly.
number of production processes that
So
are
Valorant
helping us
blew up
get
on
this game
PC,
to
and
a
they
point
just said,
that we're really proud of. So we have
since we
things
love
like
to
feedback
chase
loops and
trends,
iterations
let's
that we do
chase
very
this one,
quickly.
right?
We play our game every
Vic,
single day.
what's up, Vic?
And it
How's it
is
going,
so
man?
fun.
Vic says only issue I have with X
And it's just
Defiant is
helping
that
us
it's
find the
first
fun
person,
and
but
really
considering
emphasize that as
Heartland
we
is going to be
develop this
third
game.
person and Mark Rubin's
Now, I will give a shout
background,
out.
I
We have teams
understand.
all around the
Okay,
world.
yeah, I
It's
get
not
that.
just Ubisoft
I
San
mean, like
Francisco. We have
like I
tons of
said,
other
the
studios
gunplay did
helping
look
us out.
solid. I
And
like
a big
what
thank
I
you to
saw from the
them. We
gunplay.
could not get this
I
far
know a
without
lot
you
of people
guys, and
initially
we
when they showed that
love the journey
leaked
so
footage
far,
that I
and we're
showed
really
earlier, a
excited
lot
to
of
see where
people
this
thought
goes
Call of
moving
Duty.
forward. So
And
we've worked really hard
based
on
off
this
of what
game.
they're showing
We're
here,
really proud of
not
it. We
Call
think
of
it's
Duty.
really special
It's
in the
a little bit
first-person
more in
shooter
depth than what
genre,
Call of Duty
and
brings.
we can't wait to continue building it with you all.
Yeah. But
Oh,
this
that's
is
awesome.
I've been
personally
completely
know I
talking
can't
over
wait to
these
get my
people. I have
hands
no
on
idea
it.
what they're talking
If you
about.
can't wait to get your hands on it either, you can head to playxdefiant.com and register for a chance to play early. The first closed test takes place August 5th and is open to PC players in the US and Canada. Head there right now and register.
Okay,
to play.
so if you're only in the United States and Canada, can you do the play test? I'm sorry for you guys out in the UK or in other countries. It looks like they're not really trying to get you guys in.